Audio Jungle.
A hearty welcome to the viewers of the.engzine show, a show in which we will be illuminating the lights on recent trends and insights. I'm Santhosh Kumar, the host of today's interview. Today, we have got an eminent person from the Department of Computer Science who organizes all the events of our college very meticulously. Yeah, you guessed it right. He is Dr. Vimal Jerald from the Department of Computer Science. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for your gracious presence over here. And moving to the title of this podcast, I would be just giving you a hint. What do you guys know about artificial intelligence? Yeah, it is a thing which revolves around the nation and also the world right now. So, the topic of today's podcast is the future is now, understanding the IoT, that is expanded as Internet on Things and artificial intelligence for each and every student. So just grab a cup of coffee, make yourself comfortable by sitting in a recliner and then enjoy the video to the fullest. Will we delve into the video? Yes, we can. To the first question, sir, can you please briefly explain what IoT and AI to the students who are not familiar with these terms?
Now, both are called as disruptive technologies. They are part of disruptive technologies because they have disrupted the entire technological world. IoT is defined as it is a convergence of different things, both virtual and real. For example, we have different gadgets at home, electronic gadgets, and we have non-living things living, and we also have virtual things such as pressure, air, heat, all that. They are put together in the conversions and we infer certain parameters which are fed into computer for processing. Finally, we arrive at the smart applications which is called as IoT. I shall give you an example for better understanding. We have physical parameters such as blood pressure. To measure that, we have sensors. We have temperature sensor. We have blood pressure sensor. All that measures the physical parameters from body. They are all at lower level sensors. That is being taken into computers at the cloud. Cloud, wherever things are, it can take infer data 24 into 7. Huge number. I'm just talking about only one person. Imagine if the whole world is sending data. It is a huge data that is accumulated from different human beings across the globe. So they're all taken into cloud for processing based on different algorithms, based on different programming. It processes and a smart application is run at mobile phones or smart gadgets. Similarly, I can give you a number of examples of IoT-based agriculture, IoT-based smart traffic, whereas you have different vehicles that send signal 24 into 7, based on which we can just go about with so many smart applications. Just for an example, you get traffic conditions on the road. When you travel to Chennai from here, Trichy to Chennai, you get to know whether the road is congested or not. It is just an example of IoT. I can give you a number of examples of IoT, which is, conventional networks are connections of computers and connecting devices, whereas IoT, anything in the form of virtual or living, non-living, physical or virtual, could be connected to infer information to be processed at the cloud to deploy a smart applications. Smart application ranges, as I said. This is number one. With regard to AI, directly IoT and AI has no connection, but they go hand in hand for certain applications. AI is expanded as we all know, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is that, mimicking human intelligence, that is simulation of human intelligence into machine. To explain you in a simple term, if there is a fire set in your room, for example in the studio, how will you react? How will you react?
Just getting scared and afraid.
How did you decide?
Because
It is learning.
Yes, sir.
If I were to ask the cameraman, he will respond in some other manner. Which means, we take decision based on our learning and experience. So this learning and experience makes us take decision. Similarly, I make a machine, probably a computer, to get trained. For example, if something happens, it has to respond in 10 different ways. So I train a machine to react in whatever case that based on the algorithms. So it is mimicking or simulating human intelligence into machine by way of algorithms. So I am making a machine to learn based on the situation, it reacts. And my dear friends, if you are interested in getting to know about different types of AI,
Yes, sir. Yeah, of course I am.
there are three types of AI. Number one, narrow AI, which means it depends on only one domain for one applications. For example, in our college gate, we have AI based camera. When students and staff members come in, it learns and it absorbs the face of everybody, and it puts into the memory.
Yes, sir.
And after a few days of its capture, it comes to know that they are frequent visitors and they are part of the college. So it learns, camera learns and puts it into the database. If a stranger steps in, it will automatically indicate the person in charge, the vice principal or somebody who is in charge for discipline. It is narrow AI. It takes care of only processing the image and takes decision, informs the concerned person. This is narrow AI, a domain specific AI application. Second one is Gen AI. Whatever that you want from a computer. For example, I want to draft a letter. I would like to get something out of my question, or I would like to have some research done with the help of AI. So I will have to define by way of prompt. We call it as, we don't call it as questions, we call it as prompt. So you have to define whatever that you need, how do you need, and how much you need.
Yes, sir.
For example, I want an article, so I have to draft it, it should be in paragraph. How many lines, how many passages, and how it should be, whether should it be in present tense or past tense. All that define it well, you will get as it is.
Yes, sir.
Not only text. Interestingly, you will get images. If you like, you define, you will get an image. You define the prompt, you will get videos. So you will get anything that you want. That is Gen AI, generative AI. And
Okay.
third one is Super AI. Super AI is still under research. We are at infant stage. India is at infant stage. And this has to be done with the help of neural networks. For example, if somebody is happy, a pattern is framed at your brain. So the pattern is mapped and we try to guess whether a person is happy or sad and so on. Similarly, the research is going on to surpass human beings. In fictions, movies, you come across, robots are more intelligent than human beings. That is something called Super AI, which is yet to be at the normal life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, that was really an elaborated answer. It would be more enough for getting the surface level understanding of what IoT and AI are. So, moving on to the next question, how can IoT and AI impact the everyday's life despite the field of disciplines?
Wonderful question. My dears, both the technologies would definitely have its own impact in daily life. See, in India, we are all at infant stage, but in European countries, every walk of human life has either IoT or AI applications. Slowly now, we are all accustomed to AI applications, that is Gen AI applications. All the students are these days using ChatGPT, not only students, but also professors are also using ChatGPT for preparing content, preparing presentations, preparing assessment, designing assessments. So the people have become very smart. Even for office-based clerical works, AI is much used both by students and staff, faculty members. But also in common man's life, even common man uses AI with the Meta. In your WhatsApp, you have an AI tool. inbuilt, right? It's
Yes,
part
sir.
of WhatsApp. So if you'd like to send a greeting to somebody, you define it, you'll get a greeting with the customized manner. If you'd like to draft a letter, if you'd like to draft, for example, these days we make hell a lot of mistakes when we type, and students use taboo words for what we call SMS languages. If you'd like to be formal in your communication, you can be very well formal with the help of Meta. So in that case, all of us, even a common man is using AI. Whereas the other one, IoT, directly it is not used by or people at large, but there are applications. See, for example, I give you a small example. All in Trichy city, you've got cameras. At the vantage points, the Department of Police have set up IP-based cameras. They are all connected. They are all connected to the Commissioner office or the IG office or the control room. So all the cameras, each one is equivalent to a computer. If something goes wrong, immediately it will alert people. See, for example, I tell you, at the vantage point, maybe at a signal,
Okay.
if somebody goes without wearing helmet or seat belt in a car, they'll be automatically given a challan, maybe issued with tickets
Yes, sir.
for violation of traffic regulation. It is a simple IoT applications. I can give you a number of examples. Just now I told you about, at the beginning, at the introduction, I told you about, at the hospitals, people are set, people at ICU are set with different sensors. If 24 into 7 nurses are taking care, but still if they go off from the patient, if something goes wrong in an alarming way, it will be intimating either doctor and the nurse at the duty. Furthermore, I shall give you a simple example. On a road, on a road where people are less taking the road, if somebody meets with an accident, it maybe an AI camera or sensor would immediately sense, and an emergency vehicle will be alerted. A doctor, based on the algorithm, senses what has happened, what is wrong. A specialist from a nearby doctor will be alerted and kept ready, and the ambulance will reach out to the place with the GPS information, where a life will be, I mean, the victim will be taken into the ambulance and reaches the hospital, and life will be safe. In agriculture, you have automated watering. For example, you have soil sensor, humidity sensor to measure all these parameters. Based on the need of the water, motor pump will automatically triggered on. If the soil reaches the saturated level of wet, automatically motor turns off. So these are all some of the simple examples everyday IoT could be used. Even, for example, at home surveillances,
Yeah, CCTV
home
cameras.
automation. For example, you have lights and fans, even kept on even when people walk out of the houses. See, if it's the case, automatically it could turn off with the help of IoT based applications. Roadsides, you see a lot of street lights kept on even beyond the sunrise. So immediately after the sunrise, after getting you know uh, daylight or sunlight, automatically it will turn off the light. These are all some of the simple applications. The principle is, it infers, the sensors infers information 24 into 7. It goes into the cloud. The cloud processes, the processes are taken up based on algorithm and programming, and the smart applications could be deployed, right? I
Yes, sir.
hope you could get what are the ways AI and IoT could be used effectively into regular walks of your life.
Yeah, I got the point, and I hope the audience would also be getting the same point, which sir has said it very beautifully. So I was really astonished to know that these are all the beneficiaries that we are getting out of this IoT and AI. Okay, the next question to you would be like, why should the students of humanities and business should care about the AI? Yes, sir.
You know, first let me answer to business. AI has greater impact in business, particularly for analytics. Whenever you search for something, for example, you would like to buy an apparel, you search for it. Next 1 week, you will have the same kind of advertisements coming up, popping up in your browser.
Yes, sir.
Have you encountered?
Yeah, I did.
It happens. It is all impact of AI. And the other thing, for analytics, these days anything and everything is computerized. We are able to generate, or the system is technology is able to generate huge amount of data, out of which the analytics is very difficult manually. So this AI could get involved for analytics, for visualization, for
Yes, sir.
analysis of sentiments of human being. Those days beings were doing all that, but today computer is able to do in Trichy what people like most. Accordingly, the business decisions can be suggested to bigger players, MNCs and so on. So it could suggest MNCs for taking major decisions of investment. Even in retail, you have AI and IOT is used. Not in India, but in foreign countries, where you can just step into any of the supermarkets, buy, come out automatically. Whenever you drop a thing into your basket, automatically the particular thing or whatever that you drop into your basket will be calculated, and the accumulated calculation will be debited when you come out of the market. This is done automatically.
Yeah,
You need
this
not
is
go to a
all.
counter for paying the bill.
Yeah.
So it is all usage. It's all because of the advent of AI and IoT. And the other hand, for humanities, see, for example, some are excellent in creativity, creative thinking, but they are not able to pen it. They are not able to put it in black and white. So if I'm able to narrate, if I'm able to just give it in sentences, in a simple sentences, I'll be able to get it as a beautiful poem. See, thinking is mine, but the wordings and the style of putting it in black and white, it's AI. See, I would like to get a story. The concept is mine.
Yeah.
If I'm able to define it in 2-3 sentences, I'll be able to get it in 100 words of a beautiful short story. So if I would like to just go with an article, so I can just define the article, put my ideas step by step. I'll be able to get a beautiful essay with the help of AI without affecting my natural intelligence. Am I clear to you?
Yeah,
The
of
thing is
course.
that the concept is mine. I conceive an idea, I put it in my own way. It is further fine tuned by AI and it could be effectively used. For example, if you are interested in writing a book, you have wonderful ideas to put it, pen it as. You can one by one every day put it as as concepts. Define it as a concept, maybe allocate 10 or 20 topics. Narrate it in your own prompt and you'll be able to get beautiful essays. Consolidate them and you can use it as publishing as a book. It's your own idea, but the drafting is done by AI. Similarly, if you want to add beautiful pictures, for example, some they have got wonderful way of scribbling, penning a poem. For a poem, you would like to add pictures to add life to your poem. Usually, whom do you approach?
Of
You
course, the
approach an
professor.
artist, right? You approach
Yeah.
an artist. But here, interestingly, this Gen AI could generate on going through your poem. It'll give you appropriate pictures which could be added into your book. Okay, these are all some of the ways and means where people from humanities can make use. Not only for this also could be extended for projects. See, I could generate research ideas. If I do not know where to start my research, I can get the idea. For example, within the bigger domain, I can just narrow down the topic. From narrow downing the topic, I can just get to know the problem statements. From different problem statements, I can take up one problem statement. I can just go proceed with the review of literature. I tell you, there is a tool called Perplexity. You all know Perplexity AI. It is also a GPTs, one of the GPTs. It gives you, for example, AI into education. Give the title. Or postmodernism in English. Just give a title. You'd be able to get the literature any number you want. If I mention 30 within past 5 years, you will get 30 articles within past 5 years. Without spending much time, I will be able to get different articles from reputed journals.
Yes, sir.
I'll be able to go through and I'll be able to narrow down. I'll be able to have the literature review done in an easy manner. So like this, I can go on give you number of examples where AI could be used by people from humanities.
Yeah. So from the words of wisdom, I could interpret like You have said that most of the jobs have been taken up by the chat GPT and all those things. So do you really think that certain jobs will be handed over to those kind of tools which would impact the lives of common people?
I wouldn't agree. I'm sorry, because those days people were drawing. On road you'll see on the walls. Do people still do that? No,
No.
it has become obsolete. Those days people were able to produce parts, clay parts.
Yes, sir.
Still, it is being done, but it is not in exponential manner, right?
Yeah.
It is very much limited now. But there are other, for example, the other type of parts, the other type of vessels have come in. One way, if the jobs are decreasing, the other hand, the new technology comes up and where people have to train themselves into it. See, for example, when computers were introduced, people were very much afraid. They thought that computers could take away all the jobs of human being. It has not been, actually.
Okay.
See, it has created instead, it has created huge number of jobs for computer-based technicians. People who studied computers could get job. So similarly, when AI, people have their own, their own reservations that AI could take away all the jobs. No, certainly not. AI will come out with so many number of jobs where, for example, prompt engineers, AI-based content designers, AI-based machine operators, or the operators of or technicians, or even programmers. Programmers could also work, but without natural intelligence, you cannot work with AI. So they have to make use of the AI will produce number of jobs where people who have the knowledge of AI could work. So I don't think it will take away the jobs. People should accommodate the change. People should get uplifted or upskilling themselves with AI. For example, earlier I was coding. Now the machine can code. Only thing is that I should know how to get the code from machine and use it effectively. Only if I know programming, I can work with AI to get the code and customize it. If I don't know code, if I completely depend on AI, I cannot work. So I will have to upskill myself based on the need of AI. So it will not take away the jobs. Instead, the existing technicians should upskill themselves according to the signs of the times.
Wow, that was really a precise and concise answer. I do really accept that. There is no objection. Yeah, so moving on to the next question. What do you think that can make a productive life for the students by using the chat GPT and all those other tools?
It is a wonderful question. See, very many people have their negative impact that AI, GPTs, Chat GPT, or not only Chat GPT. There are so many GPTs are available. They are called in general, chat bots, which works based on NLP, natural language processing. So it can give you anything that you ask for. See, you cannot completely depend on. I just suggest to my student friends, you cannot completely depending on Chat GPT or any chatbots. I can give you a number of chatbot. For your examples, you may all know Gemini is from Google, Copilot from Microsoft, Perplexity, OpenAI has its own. That is what ChatGPT, Pi AI, Hugging Face AI, U.com. So these are all similar to ChatGPT. Okay, all these can give you text-based answers, can generate images, can download Word file. How many of you know ChatGPT can give you Word file downloaded? It can also give you PDF file. For example, you want an essay, it could give you in the PDF file.
Yeah.
Would you like to generate a PowerPoint? It can generate you PowerPoint and can make you download with PowerPoint file as PowerPoint. And you can even generate a dummy data set of any number you want. It can download Excel file in the form of CSV. It can download JPG pictures. It can download anything that you want. They are all GPTs, right, today. And as I told you, there are different GPTs that could give you whatever that you need. My dear student friends, though it gives you everything, can you depend on completely on AI, completely on GPTs? If you completely depend on, you will lose your natural intelligence. If you know lose your if we lose our natural intelligence, we cannot claim to be human beings, right? So my dear friends, AI tools such as GPTs are only ways and means, not destination. So make use of AI tools effectively in a responsible way. We need to inculcate the habit of using it ethically, morally. As Josephites, we should be torchbearers using AI in a responsible manner. For example, you invest your brain, conceive ideas. If you're not good at writing, write it first, write it. Paraphrase it for a better sentences, fine tune it if you are drafting a letter, if you are penning a poem, if you are writing an article. All that could be fine tuned with the help of AI. If you are completely depending on, certainly we will not think. We will not be able to know even spellings of few vocabularies. So it is better, let you make use of AI for betterment of your language, betterment of your grooming your brain, sharpening your brain. That should be. So my dear friends, while using AI tools, any AI tools for that matter, let us basically use our own brain, but for fine tuning, but for spending, for enhancing the content, we can very well use AI tools. I tell you a simple example. If a teacher, as a faculty member, if I would like to generate a PowerPoint, so I should have my own notes for that topic. I should have the topics, and I should have things for every slide kept ready. Feed it and ask it to generate beautiful slides with pictures. See, I can depend on AI for picture generation. I can depend on AI for formatting. I can depend on AI for formulating as a designed slide. So technical aspect, I can get the assistance of AI rather than getting the entire idea of creating the slides. So the idea is mine. Adding up, embellishing the PowerPoint is with it's invested in AI. So my dear friends, use AI in a responsible way. That could be my simple suggestion, not advice.
That was really marvelous. And when you just mentioned about the faculty side, I was really able to witness that you have just added an ingredient and essence of the dish of yours. So, to the last time, the last question to you would be like, what do you think are the interesting and exciting cross-disciplinary stuffs that would create opportunities for the IoT and also AI students?
Actually, there is no students of AI, IoT. They are all technologies. Anybody, even a student of literature, Santhosh, you are a student of literature.
Yes, sir.
You can very well gain the knowledge of AI. See, you have the domain knowledge, your own domain knowledge as literature, and if you are interested in incorporating AI, you would come out with beautiful applications. Today, the concept of interdisciplinary approach into research or working together, it is really a marvelous. See, a student, for example, student of electronics, students of computer science, and any other domain. See, for example, a physics student of physics. Student of physics may have a concept for his own, science background. For example, material science. He has an idea. If you would like to have the idea achieved with the help of AI, he can get the help of students from computer science, or faculty, or technicians from computer science. The other hand, for mechanical, or the handling, devices and so on, electronic students can help. If all the brains are put together, you can come out with beautiful applications into AI. Similarly, see, you may have an application of you are good at teaching grammar as a literature student.
Yes, sir.
You would like to just create an app with the help of AI. For example, listening to the app. For example, I would like to teach phonetics.
Okay.
If I pronounce a word, a vocabulary, it will immediately identify whether it is correct or not. So if it is correct, it will give you marks accordingly. If it is wrong, based on that, it will suggest you changes. So you have basically idea of phonetics strongly.
Yes, sir.
And the other person may be from computer science. He is good at computing, good at writing algorithms. So if you can work together, you can come out with a beautiful applications, AI applications. Similarly for IoT, for example, if I would like to come out with an application for agricultural land, these days you see very interestingly you see robots are into the field doing all that the human beings are doing, done by robots. So coming to IoT in agriculture, you have people from agriculture background. They have the domain knowledge. They know what is expected from a machine. And this side, the technicians, that is from people from computer science, they work for algorithms. If the both the brains are put together, they will be able to come out with a beautiful solution in agriculture. Example, you have cameras fixed or cameras a sensor fixed into the agricultural land. The cameras, sensors, all are dealt by electronic people. The circuits and so on, connections and so on. The other end, the computer science students will write algorithms what exactly wanted. For example, pathology, leaf pathology. The leaf is observed as an image. The image goes through with processing. We call it as image processing. If something wrong with the leaf, it immediately detects what is the disease it could be, for which the domain knowledge of the agriculture student is used. So based on that, the computer science students writes an algorithm, infuses into machine. So automatically by detecting a leaf, it will identify what kind of disease it is affected by. So automatically the AI tool will recommend the recommender. We call it as a recommender system. The recommender system will suggest a pesticide or the control mechanism to overcome the issue or overcome the pathology of the leaf or a tree or a crop. So it is a simple application. So when we work together, 2-3 brains join together of different discipline in nature, we are able to make wonders both in AI and IoT. I hope you are able to get what I meant. Right?
Yeah, really, I got the point. And it has been proven from your words that you have got a wider perspective, not only getting confined to a particular subject. You are really a blessed one to share your perspectives to the students and also the audience of various countries. This podcast would be getting telecasted to all those people, those who are in need of getting their brain enlightened. So we really thank you so much for sparing your time with all of us. And I must specially include that with you we have just got another family, that is computer science family. We really enlarged our family. That's really surprised, and we are so much delighted, sir. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and your gracious presence over here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks a lot, Santhosh. It has been a great joy conversing with you. My gratitude goes up to my gratitude is to your department. I share my wishes to all your team members. I appreciate the effort taken by the students and the faculty of Department of English coming out with podcast, interestingly with different topics by professors and students. Continue these efforts. Good luck.
Surely we will do that, sir. And coming to the conclusion part, I'm going to bid you guys bye. Thank you so much for viewing this video to the fullest.